and welcome back to my channel. How can you burn more splat points in class? This was a DM that was sent to me on my Instagram, so if you guys ever want to have a question answered in a video like this, feel free to send it to me. Or on a day like today, I did come on Instagram story and let you guys know that I would be filming today and asked you guys what you wanted to hear in a little question box. So my personal opinion right off the bat is I think that if you want to get more splat points, when you're running on the treadmill, you should up your incline. So while you're in Orangetheory class to begin with, you should be running at a 1% incline. But if you want to increase your splat points, maybe start running at a 1.5 incline or a 2% incline and so on. That's definitely going to help you get more splat points on the treadmill without a doubt. You don't have to really change your speeds. Well, I don't know if it's a huge difference. I personally don't do that, but that's one way. Another thing is if you start on the floor, you're probably going to be able to have like a higher tempo or do the proper movements and lift heavier weights. Another thing you can focus on is getting your watts up on the rower, and the best way to get your watts up on a rower is I'm just really driving those heels.
You got your workout done. How do you feel after? To be honest, it's all that.
She feels, I love it.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I ended up losing 70 pounds. You find time for what you truly want.
Wow. Okay, so today's class is a strength class, and if you watch one of my most recent videos, I'll link it in the description below. With Coach Kiersten, she said that she power walks on strength days. She told me since it's a strength day, I should try power walking. I've actually never power walked for an entire Orangetheory class. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna power walk. Let's see what happens, guys.
I've been thinking, lately it's just me against the world. Round and round I'm caught up in this swirl, trying to dig and trying to burrow. Pressure turned the stone into a pearl. Lessons that I learned weren't always thorough, sugar-coated like a churl. Now I'm really out here on my own. Now my homies acting like I owe 'em, done extending out my arm. Made a lot of money from my poems. Been around it, now they say I'm on. I can finally say I'm up now, I'm up now. 20,000 on a bus down, a bus down. I'm on my way up, going up now, and I ain't never gonna touchdown. On, I can't turn it off. Late nights and I'm turning up. Hate life, then I learn to love. Down and out, now I'm way above. I always knew I had it, now I'm living out my dreams. Treat that money like an addict, it's a habit. I'm a fiend, feeling that rush. Rocket ready to launch. Hands up, ready and gone. Been waiting too long. Trust on plenty, that's wrong. Enemies getting that's gonna think I'm
I power walked all class today, and I got all my splat points, and it was all because of her.
Your ultimate goal is to get 12 splat points or greater. So we all know a splat point equals 1 minute in that orange and red zones combined. After you hit that 12 or greater, that's where you guys really see that afterburn. So you'll burn calories for another 24 to 36 hours while you're sleeping or just sitting at home on a couch. You'll continue to burn those calories. The only thing that I say, if you really want to try to get more splat points, just push yourself a little bit harder. You know, your body gets used to something. So if you're used to running, say, your push at a 6%, up at 0.2 to 0.3%.
Right.
Just give yourself that little extra push, and that's like today with you. I said, Emily, you're gonna give me that 15% because I know you can handle it and I'm gonna push you here. Just giving yourself that little extra oomph. You know, your coach should also get to know you a little bit, and then they can also help guide you into kind of pushing a little bit more. Even like with my ladies on the floor, grab heavier weights.
Right.
Really challenge yourself.
I heard you
especially,
today.
yes, if you see that the rep counts at 5 or 6, grab that heavy weight,
right?
Bang it out. And I want you to be struggling at that 5 or 6. So you have to remember too, the more muscle you have, you're also gonna continue to burn more calories.
Right, just while you're chilling and sitting around.
At home, yep.
Yeah, and the best way to put on more muscle is just to grab those heavier weights.
Absolutely.
It should feel hard, it shouldn't feel easy.
No.
You shouldn't be trying to be the first one finished. I know there's many classes, I've been the last one, but I know I'm doing every rep, and I know that I'm pushing myself, and sometimes you just gotta do that. But I also know that, like you said, if you're trying to get more splat points, push yourself more. There's just sometimes where I'm just not pushing myself, or I'm just, well no, it's not that I'm not pushing myself, it's just, I just know I wasn't going as hard and that's what it'll show on your chart. So yeah.
And there's days too, you come in and you know, it's the weekend and I coach all weekend. So, you know, you may have had an extra drink the night before, you were not feeling it.
Right.
But you just, what I was talking to that other member about, you got in here, you got your workout done. How do you feel after? To be honest, that's all that matters.
Right, exactly.
If you have that energy, you're sleeping good, you're in a better mood, that is all I care about. I don't care how many slap points you got up, how many calories you burned, you got in here, you got the work done.
That's exactly,
all that matters.
That's the more life motto.
Exactly.
It gives you more. The other day when I was just messaging with Coach Kiersten, she shared with me she actually had a 70-pound weight loss transformation.
I love sharing my story. I was very young when I had my first child. I was 19 when I got pregnant. I had him when I was 20. This is really funny. I failed gym class when I was in high school. I didn't like to sweat. I didn't like to wear gym clothes. Now that's all I do. I'm constantly in gym clothes. I didn't have any desire to work out. I could have cared less. I was pregnant. I was eating, when I tell you, a sleeve of double stuffed Oreos for real every single day, dipped in whole milk on top of my belly like a champ just watching TV. So obviously, lack of exercise, not eating correct. I gained a lot of weight. I gained about 70 pounds. I gave birth to my son. You know, after you have a baby, me being so young, I'm like, oh, the weight's just gonna fall right off. Like, I'm gonna pop out a baby and then I'll be back to my skinny self. Well, that wasn't the case. So after a couple months, I really knew I had to make a change. Just my life in general. I wasn't in a very healthy relationship, so I left. I started exercising more, and that ended up being my my happy pill, essentially. You know, I found myself. I found what I loved. I found my passion. I started feeling healthy. I started seeing that change. You know, I started making healthier food choices. I feel like once you start kind of working out and you see how hard you're trying, those two things kind of end up coming hand in hand. Yeah, I ended up losing the 70 pounds. Actually, I ended up losing more than that. I was a single mom. Right. I worked all day long. I paid all of my own bills. Mommy and daddy didn't help me. I was raising my son. He would be in daycare. I would pick him up from daycare. Me and him would have dinner, and then I'd go to the gym. So single moms out there, I know how it is. Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, well, I don't have time. You find time. You find time for what you truly want. Wow, yeah. Otherwise, you make excuses. Exactly. I knew what I wanted, and I did it. So that was my journey. And you know, I've had other babies since. Obviously, I'm a mom of 4. This time, though, with my pregnancies, I worked out, ate healthier. Even with a belly, I was spinning as much as I could.
Spinning on a bike?
Yes.
Okay.
I was even still running. After I had my last baby, you know, I breastfed my 2 babies for a very long time. My last baby, I was breastfeeding and also training for a half marathon. So I ran 3 half marathons post baby. I would run with the jogger and everything. Something had to change. Just something had to change. I was waking up miserable. I wasn't sleeping right. I wasn't happy. And I knew it wasn't just one little thing had to change. It was my life had to change. And that's what people don't understand. They think, oh, well, I'll go work out and like, I'll change my workout routine or whatever. I'll start walking. That's the first step. Right. There's multiple steps with this and everyone can do it if you just have that goal in mind.
And that's why joining some place like Orangetheory is so great, because there's people around you like your coaches and the sales associates and other members that will get to watch you grow. Absolutely. And help you stay motivated throughout your journey. And the whole thing with getting started is not knowing what to do. Exactly. So if you don't know what to do, Google Orangetheory Fitness and go to the closest one to you within 5 miles and you can get a free class.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just got done with that workout like you guys saw. There you have it. That's the answer to our question about the splat points. And it was also awesome to hear Coach Kiersten's story about her weight loss. I feel like everybody sometimes has a weight loss story that they like to share, especially when you're a fitness coach, because sometimes that's a lot of, you know, the reason why people get into what they get into, because they have a transformation that happens to them. I cannot believe that I have this chart from power walking today. Like, that's insane. If you guys have never power walked at an Orangetheory class, this is your sign to try it on a strength day. It's intense, especially speed walking at 15% incline. It's kind of unreal. This chart, it's so good. I didn't run at all. I think I'm gonna do it a lot more. I don't know if I'll do it on like power days and things like that, but definitely on strength days. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it insightful, entertaining. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. Don't forget to subscribe to never miss another Fitty Freckles video again. Follow me on Instagram and I will see you in my next video.
Hey, I came a long way, and I did it my way, now I'm on my way up. Now it's time to pay up, and it's